point, many people are losing hope that another stimulus package will ever be passed. Mitch McConnell seems firmly dedicated to denying relief for millions of Americans as COVID rages on. Both the House and the Senate have gone back and forth proposing different packages. House Democrats asking for up to $2.2 trillion in added stimulus, but Senate Republicans have set a firm cap on spending, wanting to keep this next package under $1 trillion, calling it a relief package. It's not so much a stimulus, but whatever. Lawmakers say that the relief bill will likely not include any more of those $1,200 checks. This comes as a blow to many Americans struggling with unemployment and the threat of eviction. Mitch says that the $300 billion needed to cover the cost of all of those checks is just too much to ask for. His proposal is 3 times that amount at just $900 billion, which is needed to ensure that we don't have a government shutdown. I guess he's not so worried about the American citizen shutdown. He definitely has his priorities. The proposal is expected to include about $300 per week in bonus federal unemployment payments, providing relief just as emergency aid payments at regular benefit levels are set to expire at the end of the year. It would extend a freeze on evictions for people who cannot pay their rent and reauthorize the Paycheck Protection Program to give a second round of subsidies to businesses struggling through the pandemic. So that's pretty good. President-elect Joe Biden is in favor of the compromise, saying that families need help now. And there are talks about possibly having a round of stimulus checks after Biden is inaugurated on January 20th, but we'll just have to wait and see. The likelihood of another stimulus bill passing in January will undoubtedly hinge on whether or not the Georgia runoffs for 2 Senate seats go blue. So depending on whether or not those 2 Senate seats are awarded to the Democrats, that's really going to make a huge difference on the future of Congress's legislation and what we're going to be able to get passed in the near future, or really in the next 4 years. So,
right. So the stimulus is one piece of how Mitch's power is indicated. Like, what does this mean? It means if Mitch is in control, nothing good happens, right? Like, the takeaway is that Mitch has got his priorities. They are not our priorities. What I'm hearing right now, or what I'm reading right now, is in the kind of final hours of trying to get this thing done in this much smaller package that, Mitch basically got his way, right? Because the House version was multiple $1 trillion. This is far closer to what the Senate wanted, which I think he brought up like a $500 billion package. So this is his big negotiation. He went up to 900 or something like that with no direct payment, no new direct payments. But what we are hearing is that this version might not pass because Mitch is demanding legal protections for corporations. He doesn't want money to go directly to states or local governments that need the money. Mitch is, give him credit for being consistent, right? He's said from day one, let the states go bankrupt, and we got to protect the corporations so none of them ever go bankrupt, from lawsuits.